Guys, welcome to the very first episode of RKB Rundown. Guys, we're going to start chatting in stream this way. I hope this goes off, guys. I kind of thought of this. I was thinking about what to do this morning on stream with you all. And I had this idea of, instead of starting with just the basic just chatting screen, I mean, it exists. I can show it to you all. I thought it would really help if we had a handful of topics to discuss. So that's what we're going to do this morning, guys. I'm so thankful you're all here. It's so good to be with you guys. I'm going to turn the chat crawl off just for now. Not that I don't want your guys' stuff to show on screen. Just trying to make it look clean. Risky, I'm glad you're here, brother. I like it. I like it. I hope it runs. I hope it works, man. Logan says you're at work with your mom. You'll try and hey, that's cool, man. Hey, stream might be better off if you can't hear me. Honestly, guys, I am shocked. I am shocked that nobody in chat has yet mentioned something that is probably patently obvious if you look at the camera. And I understand that your life might be a little bit better off when you're watching me on Twitch. And by the way, hey, good morning, YouTube. If you're not looking at the screen, there is something I thought would be the first thing you guys would comment on as soon as I showed up this morning. Just alopecia at this point. I don't think that's me. I hope that's not you, brother. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to hear that if that's the case, brother. Um, Logan, I've been noticing you've been destroying things with a driver on TikTok lately. What did we have? We had a calculator, and then I think I saw this morning an icebreakers container. Uh, that's cool, man. That's a neat idea. That's a neat idea, guys. Risky, I'm glad you're here. Logan, I'm glad you're here. Anybody in chat that hasn't said a good morning, we'd love to hear you say good morning, okay? Guys, I'm trying something out today. First of all, Logan, yeah, I switched the colors up again. I'm honestly trying to embrace. Um, I'll tell you what happened. I'm considering myself a fan of the Tennessee Titans. They're the team that's actually closest to where I live in southern Indiana. It's kind of that weird. It might sound weird if you're thinking, well, he lives in Indiana, he must be a Colts fan. I've never really been a Colts fan, to be honest. To me, it must be almost like I'm thinking of Logan up in your state. I'm thinking of the folks that live in the far western Wisconsin that are almost in Minneapolis, right? You know, you live across enemy lines, but doggone it, you root for the team closest to you. And that's what I'm doing here. Also, the other thing that happened is I watched a couple of weeks ago the documentary Quarterback on Netflix. And I just really when I say fell in love with, don't make it weird, but I just love Cam Ward. I love his dedication. I love his passion. I love that he's somebody that's all business. And that really just endeared me about a week ago to embrace supporting the nearest team to me. So, guys, for at least this year, it's Go Titans. Love you, Blue. And that's part of what inspired the color change, honestly. We've got kind of got Titans colors in here. I'll also say that soon we're going to start playing Madden 27 on stream, which leads us to our first topic in a minute. If you've not spoken up this morning, we'd love to hear you. Let me know in the chat what you've got going on a Monday morning, just because, as it is, I can see. Guys, do you like the clock on the bottom left of the screen? It almost, to me, looks like you're watching ESPN right now or something like that, or something of that aim, which honestly was kind of the goal. We're trying to have like a cue of what we're talking about this morning. You can see it down here on the bottom right hand side of your screen. So I was really hoping to just kind of have some guidance on what we'll be discussing this morning. If you noticed, we're in the sports category right now. We'll switch over to college football in a little while. But guys, the first thing I want to get off my chest this morning or share with you on a Monday morning, after I tell you how much I appreciate you being here. Even if you're watching this later, my plan is to kind of clip this and post it maybe in its own category on the YouTube channel. Maybe even I had this notion of someday maybe we'd get this thing cool enough that we might turn it into a podcast. That's wild to think about, guys. I can't believe nobody in the chat has mentioned that I don't have a beard. I am beardless, guys, and I don't think you've ever seen me beardless. So if you notice down the right-hand side of the screen, the last thing we'll talk about in our opening segment today, I'll tell you a beard story, okay? That's what's going to happen, guys. That's what's up. That's what's up, guys. But guys, the first thing I want to mention to you as we get started this morning, if you look on the left-hand side, is we're talking about Madden 27. If you are aware of Madden 27 and its time frame, its timeline, Risky respects the shave. Yeah, Risky, it's just that the Stanley Cup playoffs are over. You know, I will. It is a little bit of a shakeup. I'll tell you the story at the end of our opening segment today, at the end of the rundown. Guys, Madden 27. If you bought the MVP Plus access, if you bought the package that's going to give you access to the earliest availability in college football, if you've been playing college football since July 2nd, that means you even the eyebrows. No, they're there. They're there, Logan. They're there, and they're not going anywhere, dude. The reality is that if you played college football on July 2nd because you bought MVP Plus, you should have access to Madden 27 not this Thursday, but next Thursday. That's August 6th. And it would be at 2 o'clock Eastern. It would be at the same time that you got access to college football on July 2nd. Me, I actually work that day. That's my first day back to work because I work in education. If you're new here, I work in education. I work as a public school teacher. That'll be my first day back to work. So I won't be playing quite at 2 o'clock Eastern, but you can bet you know exactly what I'll be doing as soon as we get home from work that day. I'll be hitting up Madden and checking things out. Logan is expressing some down opinions on EA. Logan, I hate the reality that it's true. I do start school next week. In fact, you can see our third topic here in a minute. We'll talk about exactly what the plan is when that happens. But guys, I want to share with you real quick. I'm hopeful this will work, guys. Here goes nothing. Switching it over to the screen. There you go. It actually worked. Looky there, guys. I got this guy Xerxes, and Xerxes a really good follow if you're into, especially Madden, but also college football just in general. Xerxes a really good follow. He posts. He's got like daily videos. You know how it works, guys. Logan gets another month of school off, dude. You go back like around Labor Day. That's awesome, man. That is awesome for you. I feel awesome for you, brother, and really, really sad for me. Xerxes says, and Xerxes usually someone that knows. He usually gets, access to those early, creator things that creators get access to. Xerxes usually knows what's up. He says we're going to get Madden content this week. Specifically today, he thinks we're going to see the 99 Club. We're going to see which players are rated 99 overall, okay? Logan's got a 4-day weekend, a 3-day weekend. That's awesome, dude. You want to trade lives for the next month, man? So, guys, I'm also aware of this. I'm also aware that Mutt Leaks is a real thing, and that Mutt Leaks has kind of leaked already who the 99s are. But I don't want to cheat and look at that. I want to wait and see them today. I think we'll see them in about an hour. Xerxes has said in a follow-up tweet that I won't show you that those usually show up around 11 o'clock Eastern. But I want to know from the guys in the chat and the gals in the chat, who do you think will be the 99s in Madden this year? I was trying to, before we started, just go off the list of in my head. Myles Garrett is a layup, right? Myles Garrett is a layup. Who else? Who else are like the guaranteed 99s, do you think? Logan says, nah, you're good. I wouldn't want to go to your school. That's fair. That's fair. Logan says Tucker Kraft. Logan, I think Tucker Kraft will be good. I don't think he's a 99. I do think that there's probably one on your team. I've got a feeling Micah Parsons is one of the 99s for sure. I thought about cheating to look, but I decided that would be cheating. I thought that would be cheating. You got any other good ones? Deshaun Watson, no, Logan. Deshaun Watson, no. Henry Ruggs, no, Logan. Those are no's. The only thing Henry Ruggs would be a 99 at is getting himself in prison. I don't think that's a rating in Madden. I hope it's not. Anyway, guys, I'm excited to see that today. If you follow Xerxes here, and by the way, he's a good follow. It looks like Tuesday we'll get some information about rookies. I assume that would be like ratings for all of the rookies. Logan is still trying to find the canceled in the chat. He's got Trevor Bauer, who doesn't even play football. He's got Mike Vick. So on Tuesday, I think we'll get some rookie ratings. I'll be curious to see what Carnell Tate looks like. As a lifelong Titans fan, I'm really hopeful that Carnell Tate has a great year in support of the second-year quarterback Cam Ward. Looks like then Wednesday we'll see which offenses are ranked top 10. Thursday we'll see which defenses are top 10. And then Friday, I think we'll get all of our X factors. And I'm just going off of what Xerxes shared there. But guys, I'm excited for it. I can't wait. I am pumped for Madden season, guys. When we get Madden season set up, I'm going to go back full screen in a minute. When we get set up for Madden, guys, it's going to be a situation where we will have probably chances to play both Mutt and probably a franchise on here. Probably will play the Titans. Logan, I could see George Kittle being a 99. I don't know that I think he's the best tight end in the league anymore. But I could see it. I could see Kittle as a 99. I could see it happen, man. Guys, I got to try something out, okay? I don't know if this is going to work. Fingers crossed. Holy shnikes, it worked. Let's move on to our next topic, guys. I don't know. I'm not asking you necessarily to go out and follow my TikTok if you don't follow it. Logan's impressed. Honestly, yeah, like that was fun, figuring out a way to make the topic change. I know that I'm having fun, guys. Yeah, Logan says, "Hey, RKB finally got something to work on Lightstream." It's wild, dude. Yeah, it's wild. What a day to be alive, Logan says. Guys, I don't know if you follow me on TikTok. If you don't, you can see at the bottom of the screen. You can see how to do it. I was fortunate while playing Ultimate Team in college yesterday to do something pretty cool. Let me share it with y'all, in fact. Let me take off Xerxes, and then let's share. Let's share my TikTok. All right, boys. Guys, I am pretty blessed. I wasn't even streaming yesterday. I was playing around on Cut, and in College Ultimate Team, we'll do it in a little while. We'll play some of those games. They've got an event right now that I was playing, and at the end of that event, I got a pack. Guys, it's the single best pack opening I've ever had in any Ultimate Team mode I've played. Talking MLB The Show, talking Hockey Ultimate Team, Madden, you name it. And I'm going to show it to you guys if you haven't seen it already. It was fire, guys. Logan said Tyrod Taylor and Mendoza are guaranteed 99s. I don't think so, dude. I don't think so, too. I will be curious to see what Mendoza looks like. And I will say that if you're playing Madden Ultimate Team, you've got, listen, I'm not the resource to help you with this, but Mendoza is one of the rookie premier cards you can earn, and you got to get on that stuff, earning that stuff, okay? 70s, I would guess Mendoza might be in the upper 70s, Logan. Guys, I'm just going to shut up for a minute, and I'm going to show this TikTok to you in its entirety, if you haven't already seen it. Look at that. 6,400 people have looked at this thing. That's very rare for an RKB a TikTok. Here it is, guys.
Oh, she's the one, Cole.
279s. Guys, I've never pulled a limited and LTD card in my life until right now. And it's 87 Julian Saiyan, one of the best cards in the game. Then back-to-back LTDs. That's the current top reward, Junior Seau, the 87. How cool is that, guys? How cool is that, guys? How cool is that? Got the 87, back-to-back 87s. I've never pulled an LTD card in my life playing this game, and I got 2 in a row back-to-back. That has gotten some crazy love on TikTok. It's not quite taken off yet on Instagram or YouTube. Risky says the Vince McMahon glove. Honestly, yeah. The first thing I thought about is that pack just kept getting better and better, and I thought of that old Vince McMahon. Well, I forget what it was. One of the divas, Sable or Tori Wilson or somebody, was like taking her clothes off right there in the ring, and just as she took more and more off, he got progressively more horned up, I guess you might say. Logan, bought yourself some more games. Let's go, brother. One of them showing up today after you're done at your mom's work. That's awesome, dude. Hey, by the way, everybody in the chat, today's Logan's birthday. Dude, if I'd remembered that would have been one of the topics this morning, guys. Hey, how about shout out Logan? Give Logan some love, guys. Logan is a stud. Logan, are you 16 today? Is today 16? Yeah, Risky. I'm sure you're all following Logan by now, but if you're not, correct that real quick, guys, because he deserves it. He deserves some love. The big 1-6, yo. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Hey, guys, briefly, let's go on to the next topic. Briefly, I just want to share with you an update on what will happen. I know we've talked about it earlier today, but the reality is that I'm a teacher. And I can't believe this is true. It seems like this summer has gone like this, but I actually go back to work next Thursday. Okay. So once we get to August, and really when I say get to August, I don't necessarily mean like Monday next week. I hope I'm able to be with you guys Monday, Tuesday, and maybe Wednesday next week. I may take one of those days to try and do something with the kids before school starts back. There's a neat little water park place an hour east of here, or I might try and grab the kids and see if I can get them there on that day. But the reality is I will see you some in the mornings next week. But once we get to Thursday next week, I'm back in teacher mode, okay? The plan going forward, once we get to teacher mode, is to try and stream these 3 days. I'm looking at Sunday morning, which is kind of the traditional RKB stream time, okay? Probably somewhere around this, probably somewhere around 10 a.m. Eastern, okay? Is kind of that typical start time for the Sunday morning stream. Probably a 2-hour-ish stream there. Then I'm going to be trying to get in on Tuesday and Thursday evenings. And those would likely be sometime between like 7:30 and 8 p.m. Eastern. Probably also for about 2 hours. Those are the times that I'm looking to try to get on, okay? My thinking is that Sunday morning would be a great time to play, whatever's handy. It might be a MUT thing. It might be a college ultimate team thing. Guys, you know how much I love MLB The Show. I just can't get on there right now. I'm kind of over that game. There's just nothing exciting to do. And I know that content dropped yesterday. They've got cool Hall of Fame cards. They've got an Andrew Jones 99. They've got a Carlos Beltran to collect that I'd be nowhere near. I just can't do it, guys. It breaks my heart to say this. It's just a boring game. It's just a boring game, guys. Logan said 8:21 p.m. is the official birth time tonight. I will try to remember you at 8:21 tonight, brother. Yes, I will. Tuesday and Thursday nights, probably. I'm thinking Tuesday night would be a really good night to do maybe almost like a weekly franchise in Madden. Like maybe we'd have like say we end up doing a Titans franchise. Maybe Tuesday night in that 2 hour frame, we could do off, basically a week of the franchise, almost like try and run it alongside the actual NFL season, albeit a little bit in advance. Um, Obviously, we can't do that until the game drops, but you know how it is. That might be the plan for Tuesday night. Thursday night might be, and I'm toying with this idea. It might be neat to do a watch along to maybe the first half or so of Thursday night football when the NFL season starts. You guys like that idea? I could even listen. The Thursday night games usually stream on Twitch. So the reality is that I could probably even pull the game up. We probably could look at the game together. How cool would that be, man? How cool would that be? I don't know. We'll see. We'll play with it some more, guys. But those are the plans for when I'm likely to be able to stream with you this fall. Okay, we're looking at Sunday mornings around 10 Eastern, and then Tuesday and Thursday evenings somewhere between 7:30 and 8 Eastern. Okay. You guys like that? It's the first time I've really been able to offer kind of like a consistent schedule through the start of the school year, which is pretty cool. Yeah, Logan's on board. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. All right, I got baseball fans here. Guys, we got to talk baseball for a minute at least. This has always been primarily a baseball stream. And we're getting close to the MLB trade deadline, guys. I think it's a week from tomorrow. Trying to remember my calendar, or is it Sunday? Whatever August 3rd is, August 3rd. Let me math for a minute. I think it's Monday. I think August 3rd is a week from today, right? Yeah, a week from today, Logan says. Logan, your Brewers are in good shape, dude, but I know that they'll add some pieces. Who do you guys in chat think are likely to be buyers, and who do you think are likely to be sellers? I hope that my Cardinals, Logan, it usually was the 31st, and then they've changed it. I don't know why necessarily. I hope that my Cardinals are sellers. And that's a weird thing to say because they've been doing better than anybody could have guessed this year, but they're not a playoff team this year. Jordan Walker has played phenomenal baseball this year. J.J. Weatherholt probably will be the National League Rookie of the Year. What I think they've done successfully is find some pieces that genuinely could be part of the next competitive Cardinals team. Ivan Herrera, I think that Alec Burleson has hit better than anybody could have guessed, but they are not a playoff team. They need to sell. They need to sell Dustin May. If there's anybody in the bullpen that is desirable to other teams, I don't know that I think there would be. Maybe Riley O'Brien, maybe that George Soriano. I just don't know that there's a whole lot for him to sell, but they should not be buying. Logan said the Brewers are getting Mason Miller and Skubal. Listen, Logan, I could see Skubal. I could see Skubal on an expiring deal, kind of like in the same way they got CC Sabathia back in the day, right? Like a rental, they're not getting Mason Miller, I don't think. I think that the Padres that have won like 6 of their last 7 games think that they're contenders for a wild card spot. And if they do, they'd be crazy to get rid of the best reliever on the planet, Logan wants Grant Anderson deleted. I don't know about that. Hey, Geraltic. I don't even know it was right, but with the follow, welcome in. Geraltic. Good to have you here. Hey, guys, we are 2 follows away from 300 on Twitch. That would be fire if we got that done this morning. Welcome in, Geraltic. How you doing? Do you have any thoughts on the baseball trade deadline, Geraltic? We'd love to have you share those in the chat if you do. Listen, anybody that's contending is going to be looking to add pieces. Like, there's not a team on the planet that could not use bullpen help. There's not a team on the planet that doesn't need another starter other than maybe the Dodgers. And it just feels gross talking about the Dodgers adding. But you know what? The Dodgers are going to add. Hey, Geraltic with the sub, too. Thank you so very much. I appreciate the support. Welcome in with the prime sub. Yeah, W's. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Um, guys, give me just in the chat. Tell me who's buying, who's selling. Who do you think's likely to move? I think the Skewball has to go. Skewball has to go. Oh, guys, an ad's going to run real quick. We're going to let the ad run. If you're a sub like Goreltic is, we'll be able to chat through it. We're just running an ad right now on Twitch. I meant to pause those. Logan said Rockies are going to sell the team, not the players. The Rockies aren't going to sell the team. No, the Rockies aren't selling the team. What I honestly do kind of wonder. It's funny that you mentioned the Dodgers, Logan, and of course I realize you may not be hearing this because we're in the middle of an ad break on Twitch. I do think that the Dodgers might sell Hunter Goodman off. I think that he's had a phenomenal season. People look at Hunter Goodman's numbers and they're like, well, it's easy to have those numbers when you play at Coors. Well, then every catcher would do that every year at Coors, right? The reality is that he's just a good ball player and he's hitting the ball really well. And I think that he's the kind of player that a team, maybe like the Red Sox, a team that is contending, which that's crazy to say that because 3 weeks ago we wouldn't have said the Red Sox were going to contend for anything other than maybe a lottery pick in next year's draft if it happens. But I could see Hunter Goodman to somebody like Boston. I could see the Red Sox looking to add to kind of what they've got based on their needs. Nothing against Christian Vasquez, but I could see Hunter Goodman moving to a team like Boston. I think our ad break is over on Twitch. I meant to kind of shut those off during the rundown. Thank you guys for hanging through there if you could. So, Logan, what I said, if you missed it, was you were being sarcastic, I think, about the Rockies selling the team. But I could see Hunter Goodman going, right? I could see a guy like that moving. It'll be curious to see, guys. It'll be curious to see. Tampa will add something for sure. I'm really wondering if the White Sox make moves because I think the White Sox are running ahead of schedule in the AL Central. Don't think anybody expected them to be right at the top of the division. I think a lot of people thought they were a year or two away from contending, and they've got pieces still. It'd be really interesting to see if they kind of like, you know what, we're kind of in contention now. Let's go for it. It'd be really interesting to see what happens with them, guys. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. It's always an exciting time of year. Yeah. All right, guys. Last topic for the rundown this morning as we go on to topic number 5. I got a story to tell you. Logan, you probably missed it. We were talking about that during the ad break on Twitch. That Hunter Goodman, I said I thought Boston made a lot of sense. I thought trading him to Boston, or once I'm done with puberty, Boston made a lot of sense. I thought Boston would be a smart play. They could use another bat, a right-handed bat. They could use some catching help. Just kind of fits, right? All right, guys, you guys ready to hear the Beard story? If you're new to chat or new to stream or new to our YouTube channel, which, by the way, hi, good morning, YouTube. Come chat with us over on Twitch. It's easier to chat with you there. I usually have a full beard, but if you notice now, I do not have a beard at all. So, guys, here's the story. This little SOB right here. This little SOB right here is the story. I have a beard trimmer, okay? And Saturday morning, before I went to my early hot yoga class, before I went to hot yoga, Logan has the stats that suggests I'm a criminal. Thanks, Logan. Thanks a lot, dude. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you, buddy. So here's what happened. It was early, and I was trimming up the beard, okay? So, I don't even know if you'll be able to see this because there's kind of a glare here with the ring light. But basically, this dial right here lets me choose the length for how long I want to cut. And there's kind of like a standard. When I had the beard full, you do it a little bit shorter here on the sides, but then the full part at the bottom what you do is you set it to like an 8 or a 9. In fact, you can maybe see, I don't know, probably too blurry. I've got it set on 9 still. Logan wants to see the white tank top. I don't know that anybody wants to see that, Logan. So here's what happened. I set it on there. I'd been trimming, so like I've got some like hairs here that just grow like cattywampus, and I had taken the guard off. You guys know where the story's going, right? And I had just taken the little like here, right? Okay. There's proof. It's real. I'm doing ASMR right now. All right. So then I said, let's trim this. And I set this on here, but I did not set it on far enough. So the very first time I went it was this way, wasn't it? This way, the guard fell off, and I sat here for a minute with like a full beard and then like nothing here. It was like I had a stripe, okay? And I said some words to myself I won't say on Twitch or YouTube. Logan, because I'm in it. Honestly, it was user error. Okay, it was user error. Okay, I know I didn't put the guard back on. Is what I did. What I did is I shaved part of my beard, thinking I was trimming it. So I spent for a minute, and I thought, all right, I can save it. I can save it. And then about 2 seconds passed, and I was like, well, F. And I had to get rid of all of it. And I'll tell you guys honestly. I'll be honest with you guys. A real moment of vulnerability. Okay, I realize I have grown a lot in life, especially in the last 3 years, guys. If you ask me if I thought I'd be like hosting a silly little talk show on Twitch and YouTube where you saw me and we had this community where you guys hang out all the time, I can't tell you how much that means to me. I can't tell you how much you guys mean to me and how it's been good for my health, like mental health, and then starting to be now physical health too. I realize, guys, that I spent 40 plus years of my life, well, not all of those 40 years because I didn't have a beard. I was hiding behind the beard, guys. I was hiding. I was hiding that I didn't like the way I looked. I was hiding that I didn't really like that. I mean, look at how vulnerable I'm being right now. That I have like this little gross hanging down skin here from when I was bigger. I just didn't like that. And the reality is that as I've grown and I've gotten stronger, guys, real talk, I've lost 30 pounds since February. And it's come from eating better. I've been going to the gym and like doing yoga and working out for years. And guys, it is a chin sack, Logan. Yes, it is. It's a chin sack. But I realized in February when I went to the doctor and was not happy with what I saw when I stepped on the scale that I'd been trying to outwork a poor diet, a really poor diet. And I'm not perfect at it. I'm not perfect at all. But I'm a ton better than I used to be. And through eating better hydration, and just getting myself taken care of, I've dropped 30 pounds in a little less than 5 months. And it feels awesome. It really feels great. Logan with the hydrate. I appreciate you, brother. So, guys, I told my wife, thank you, Logan. After the beard incident, I said, "Well, babe, I don't like this at all." And I spent most of Saturday, whenever I look at myself in the mirror, be like, "You gross turd. You look awful." And then yesterday I woke up and I was like, all right, so I don't hate this. And then today I woke up and I was like, I kind of like this. So I don't know. We'll see. I haven't shaved. I'm trying to give myself the option to grow it back, but we'll see. We'll see where we're at, guys. Guys, listen, that's the show. I thank you so much for hanging out this morning. If you enjoyed this, because this is going to go up separately on YouTube. We're going to post this up later today. So if you're watching this later on Monday morning, let me know in the comments what you think of the format. Let me know in the comments what you want to talk about on the next rundown. I don't know when that rundown will be. It may not be an everyday thing. We'll see. And let me know what you're excited about. Tell me what you're passionate about. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great Monday. Stay cool. If you live anywhere near where I live in southern Indiana, it's supposed to be dangerously hot today. So definitely hydrate, take your time, try to stay out in the hottest parts of the day. Try and stay in if you can. I hope you have a great, safe Monday. Thanks for hanging out on YouTube today. Hit the like, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe. Guys, I'll catch you in the next one.